What's up, guys? It's your boy, Pumpkinhead, coming back at you from actually my brother's house where I park here in Eugene, Oregon. Uh, I usually park here when I need to charge batteries and, you know, things some sort. We get a lot of cloudy days here, so solar sometimes ain't that great, which is why I have a little 1,000-watt generator just to charge my batteries if need be. But, excuse me, bronchitis. I am here with my brother's dog, who I located on Craigslist and was able to rescue before he got sent to a pound. This is Teddy. Teddy, say hi to the people out there in video land. That's YouTube, dude. That's YouTube right there. He is a pit Frenchie mix, and he is just a very handsome boy. Just a big love dog. Super powerful, super strong. He broke my brother's ankle at one point. You guys will get to see or hear me talk about that at some certain point here. Huh, good boy. He's my chill dog. Many of you already know on here that my previous dog passed away. And it was a heartbreaker for me, to say the least. We'll get more into that later, but this little guy right here, this big guy right here, actually keeps me calm. Allows me to have the love and everything that I had with Tyson. Tai was a great boy, and I'll put pictures up and of him. I really miss him a lot. So, for all you that are new to my channel, my name's Jay, aka Pumpkinhead. Thank you for joining. Like, subscribe, smash that bell, whatever you guys feel like doing. If you want to see more of me and more videos of me and the adventures that I do and get into, just hang in there. Pretty fun guy to hang out with. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into a little bit about why I decided to just record this vlog today. I will, as soon as this storm blows over, I will be going out and actually taking some real video. So, you guys have to understand, I'm new to this YouTube thing. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I've been wanting to just pull the trigger on it, but I didn't know if I had the dedication or the drive or the ambition to really want to continue just producing videos and stuff like that until I actually started taking videos with my phone. I'm on my phone right now. I'm starting out brand new with this, so you guys bear with me here. I'm new to editing. I'm new to videoing. I'm new to really taking decent selfies or decent pictures, period. So, the logos, the things that I want to come up with, I have some ideas floating around in my head. I'm not really too sure how I'm going to go about doing everything. So, I'm starting one step at a time. Just getting some of these videos out there, seeing, letting you guys get a glimpse into my life and how I go about doing things. I'm new to, you know, a lot of people call it van life. I call it truck life because I'm in a truck. And all of my adventures are going to be coming in a truck in the future that I can see near. I've had the truck for a very long time. The camper is recent. I just purchased it about, I'm going to say it's been less than a year. It sat for a while because I was in Klamath Falls, Oregon, and we got a lot of snow down in Klamath Falls. And any of you people that are from the Southern Oregon area down there, you know what I'm talking about. And anybody from Oregon up here, period, that knows the area, you guys also know what the hell I'm talking about. So, it was pretty rough trying to do somewhat of a build that I knew how to do and watched videos on. Mainly watched a lot of videos, a lot, to try to give myself ideas and learn from other people's mistakes and the do's and don'ts that they wish they did and wish they didn't do. So, you know, I try to learn like that. Um, and that's how I spent a lot of my time in that type of climate, and trying to build out whatever I could that allowed to do with, you know, you guys over on the East Coast, or, you know, the Northeast areas, or probably Midwest areas, sitting here going, yeah, well, we get feet of snow. Yeah, they did too. They got 3 feet of snow one year, or 1 week, and then it didn't warm up enough for any of that to melt, and then another 2 feet of snow hit, and then we got 6 inches here and there, and you get the idea. Big snow bluffs in the middle of the road, crazy crap. Um, anyway, enough rambling. You'll see on my channel, I'm a marijuana 420 enthusiast. Just recently started getting back into the 420. Um, and that's recently due to the medical issues I have with my lower back and diabetes. I have type 2 diabetes. I've had it for about 13 to 15 years. I can't remember the exact date. And it's continued to remain type 2, not by any really good help from me, as I've been lucky. So I finally got everything situated, under control. And now I'm trying to look at the positives in life, because I want to be around for a while, and try to find a ambition and a drive in states of depression is really hard to do. Anybody who suffers with depression and anxiety and acute panic disorders and, you know, things of that sort, you guys will understand as well. But you can do this. You can come out here and start somewhere and do this. If you're scared, you don't know if you're going to have a panic attack or something like that, or you suffer from PTSD, just like I do. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to come out here and do this. This is a wonderful world. A lot of the most natural ways to heal yourself is by being in nature and getting peace of mind and clarity. You know, be with somebody. If you don't feel safe being alone, go out with somebody. Venture out. Come see the beautiful parts of your local areas where you live. It doesn't just have to be here. Enjoy your area, and let's try to help keep it beautiful so our kids can enjoy it as well. I don't have any children. I wasn't fortunate enough to, you know, be made a father at any point in my life, but I'm okay with that. It helps me be able to do this type of lifestyle a little bit easier than having to, you know, bring a child through it. A lot of children adapt well. A lot of them a little bit more not up to adapting too well to the lifestyle. So it's just, you got to kind of go with the flow. I have some beautiful nieces. I have a wonderful family. I have lots of family, cousins. Father was the oldest of 12. So I hope to be more in touch and in tune with that part of my family as well throughout the journeys. But outside has actually calmed down quite a bit. It's not as windy. It was blowing pretty hard there. We were getting about 60 to 70 mile an hour gusts, and now it's just more rainy. Like I said, I'm new to the filming, so bear with me, guys, okay? I'm going to be learning all of this fresh, okay? So if you guys are trying to do something like your own video blog or YouTube channel and show content of what you guys want to show, then cool. You know, don't be afraid. I'm new. I don't know about editing. I don't know about cameras. I don't know about memory cards hardly. I know a little bit about smartphones. And if you see me keep looking that way, it's because this is on my screen right here on this side. So if I look over here, I'm looking at myself. I'm just trying to make sure I'm in view. So let me go ahead and try to turn this camera around for you guys real quick. There is a little button on here. Yep. Won't let me do it. So I'm going to have to turn the camera around. But yeah, it's a cloudy, nasty day, right? And it's not windy hardly at all, but you can kind of see it picking up, just little slight breezy gusts there. Um, Typical Oregon, uh, Eugene, Oregon weather in the spring, you should say. I'm not saying that we can't use this. Oregon is green for a reason. It does get a lot of moisture up here. The Pacific Northwest gets a lot of moisture, period. Um, so I'm doing all this in a very wet climate. I watch a lot of YouTubers out here that also do it in wet climates, per se, of some folks in Canada. Um, Most likely the Vancouver and British Columbia areas, just because it pertains more to the weather here. And I was watching videos on how to try to weather seal things and get basic ideas. Because this camper I will take you guys outside and show you here in just a second. This camper I have is a 2006 Phoenix Campers pop-up. It was not the type that came with the overhead bed above the cab of the truck, and it was not a slide-in camper. This was actually just a basic camper shell with 2 doors on the back, and a pop-up pops up about I'm gonna say 2.5 feet. So I can stand in this from the bed of my truck to the ceiling of this when it's fully popped up. I could stand up in it and have about, I'm gonna say 2 to 3 more inches of room to walk around without bumping my head, and I'm 6'3". Anybody out there who knows me knows I'm pretty tall, and a van wasn't gonna work for me due to my lower back issues and my height. I can't be bent over all the time or constantly walking around on my knees. Titanium rod in my right femur has kept that from being a possibility. So I opted to try to find something I can do. At first I was looking at just regular camper shells. Camper shells were not going to do it. I can live in minimal, but there are certain things that I do need and need to set up. I sleep with a CPAP at night, which is why I've which is why I have opted to go with a battery and solar setup. I will be getting maybe the electric power stations and stuff like that, hopefully in the future, just to cover things like charging batteries, and I'm going to be upgrading my solar more than what it is already. But I'm going to be doing a video of that on a little bit better day than it is today. It's the only phone I got. Don't need to get wet and ruined. So I could take you guys outside. Let me throw my my glasses on here real quick. These are my windows into the world. Okay, so don't hate. They just make me look fucking smart. If you guys haven't noticed from this video to the last videos, I cleaned up a bit. Had to get some of that trimmed down. Anybody who's got skin irritations and stuff will understand that I can't do it. So, this is going to be a little video of the outside of my truck here. It's raining out here. You guys can see, you can probably hear it on the mic. It is a little bit windy out here. But this is my truck. Her name's Boo. She is a 1992 GMC C1500. She's not the 4x4, but she is the Texas edition. Therefore, she came with the stock lift, not a stock lift, just a 3-inch higher lift than stock. Came with the floorboards, the floor steps, and it came with a more advanced cooling system than what a lot of them used to come out with back in 1992. It gets hot in Texas, everybody knows, and so especially down there, you got to have a little bit better of a cooling system. That's why Toyotas fare so well in the southern states. They have really good cooling systems on them. So this is my truck. The camper I bought, you'll see it. Don't worry, she's not finished. I just had to seal the canvas top of it. There was a couple little small holes and stuff. I just filled them with silicone because I don't plan on staying in this truck for years and years and years. And then I sprayed the outside of it, of the canvas, with a coating. So it got a little overspray and stuff like that. Trust me, I'm not a painter. Okay, I just wanted to do this to get it weather sealed for if it rained and I was out in the woods or at the ocean and it was nasty. I didn't want a bunch of water coming inside. So here we go. That's my 1992 GMC Sierra / Chevy Silverado. Many of you know my truck. She's been my pride and joy for a very long time. New engine, new transmission, every sensor, all parts, exhaust, everything. I'll get more in-depth when I do an in-depth video on moving my truck. But that camper right there pops up another couple feet, and I can stand it. You see, I got the electric plugged into it there. So I will get in more depth in everything that I've done to her so far, and she'll be my little adventure mobile to get out and do these for you guys. And hopefully we can get a message across that anybody can come out here and do this, you know, whether you come from a rich family or you got a superior job, or maybe you come from places like I come from, you know, not so good areas in big cities where you grew up from being a young man all the way up until your 30s, and you kind of grew up in the ghetto. So, born survivor though, I'll tell you. Mountains I call home now. They were my home when I was actually born and raised. Didn't go into the city until I was a young adult. So, the city was basically for like a work type situation and trying to make a living and survive. So, man, that rain's starting to come down harder now. And don't mind the angles that I'm doing here. Like I said, plan on getting a better phone and all that. I'm trying not to make this video too long, so I'm gonna wrap it up here in just a second. So you can see I could charge it on rainy days, nasty weather days. That's how I get around, and a little bit more in depth on her in a future video. I'm at 18 minutes on this one. It's probably going to take forever to upload from my phone, so I'm going to wrap it up. Anyway, pay attention to the message on my channel. The videos that I portray are to help the environment, also to enjoy our environment, enjoy our friends and family and brothers. Be positive, be love. You know, surround yourself in positivity, you will be a positive person. And positivity brings positive things. So, if you're camping, if you're out there enjoying our beautiful bosom of this world that we have here, just like I do, pack it in, pack it out. Don't leave anything behind. And if you can, pack out a little bit extra, okay? Because we have a lot of lazy humans out here, and yes, I call them humans, that are the more disgusting type of our species. And in my previous video, I explained I used to be somewhat of that type of person. I wasn't fully disgusting, throwing trash around and all that stuff all the damn time. But coming up here and seeing what beauty we have, and thinking about my childhood and how beautiful the place that I grew up in Quincy and Greenville, California. Those places were God's country to me. You didn't see trash, you didn't see graffiti, you didn't see any of that stuff. And don't get me wrong, some graffiti is beautiful, and I do consider a lot of it art. But you guys know the type of shit I'm talking about. Let me turn around here so you could actually see my face. Sorry about that. Again, rookie. Alright guys, again, okay, pack it in, pack it out, take more than you brought if you can. My name's Jay, aka Pumpkinhead. Stay tuned, stay healthy, and by all means, stay positive. Love you guys. Thanks for joining me today.